BBC News at 1. The actress and television presenter Lynda Bellingham, who recently announced she'd stopped having chemotherapy for her cancer, has died aged 66. She'd been an almost constant presence on our TV screens and in the theatre for the last 4.5 decades, from adverts for stock cubes to parts in countless comedies and dramas. She was diagnosed with colon cancer last year and stopped treatment after it spread, telling the BBC earlier this month that she'd taken the decision to limit her family's suffering. This morning, her colleagues on the lunchtime chat show Loose Women paid tribute to her, as our correspondent David Silito now reports.
Obviously a very sad day for us. You know, the mood here is very different in our studio this morning. Our friend and colleague Lynda Bellingham, as you know, lost her battle with cancer and died in her husband's arms.
Yes, it is a surprise. No, I haven't cooked it before. Yes, it is foreign. No, Jason, it's not a hamburger. Yes, Alice and Dolly will love it. No Nick, no garlic.
Mum, Dad, the kids, gravy.
Remember Preston.
It was 16 years of these mini kitchen sink dramas that helped make Lynda Bellingham a household name.
Most actors need that one part that gels for them, and then they take off, you know, and then the audience knows what they're going to see, they trust you, and they will come and see, and that makes whatever household name means or star.
If I get an office job, I'll be off on Saturdays.
She'd started out acting in the early 70s. Born in Canada, Meredith Lee Hughes was given up for adoption and acquired a new name, Lynda Bellingham.
I want to go to that new club in Manchester. Deirdre, men can be very obtuse, you know. He hasn't given a thought to all the preparations involved.
All Creatures Great and Small helped set the template for much of her career.
I just wish I knew how to advise you.
Warm, friendly domesticity. But her own life was anything but, with, during this period, 2 troubled marriages.
Are you sure that's all right? I mean, I could give it more desperation if you wanted.
But the work kept coming.
Doctor, you owe the court an apology.
I've spent 35 years as an actor, well 40 now, trying not to go over the top. Now I'm being asked to do too much. But once I really go for it, you will see another side of me.
Eat up, everyone, it's all got to go.
That frankness continued to the end. In 1999, Lynda Bellingham said goodbye to her TV family. 15 years on, diagnosed with terminal cancer, she spoke and wrote about these final months, wanting to make the best of this, her final goodbye.
In the middle of the night, you do have terrible, scary moments, and there is frightening. I just don't want that moment of saying goodbye. So let's all talk about it, let's hug each other, let's cry, let's do all that, and then there'll never be that awful moment. Hopefully, you know, you go to sleep, and that'll be it. But I would be a liar if I said the actress in me hasn't helped me through it, and I wish I could take their grief away. But by talking about it, you become kind of used to it. So that moment hopefully will not be quite so awful. You'd have to ask them. But I just want everybody if 2 people read this book and think, oh, actually that's how I feel, and I'm not on my own, then I'll have done something half decent for a change.
Bellingham has died at the age of 66. Best known as the mother of the family in the Oxo advertisements, she'd recently revealed that she decided to end a course of treatment for cancer. Sky's arts and entertainment correspondent Lucy Cotter reports.
No Nick, no garlic. And Michael. Remember Preston.
For millions of families for many years, she was the Oxo mum. Known and loved for her warmth and honesty, Lynda Bellingham's candour continued throughout her life. Diagnosed with terminal bowel cancer, in August she decided to stop having chemotherapy, remaining open about her illness and how she was coping till the end.
We all want to live forever, but everybody has to die. So when it happens, but there is a hope in it. And there's an energy, and you're not forgotten, and you're in your loved ones' hearts, genes. And if you get an illness like cancer, and it's not necessarily going to be terminal, I truly, truly believe that the way to deal with it is to ignore it and energise yourself.
In a statement, her agent said Lynda died peacefully in her husband's arms yesterday evening at a London hospital. As an actor, writer and presenter, Lynda was a consummate professional to the very end. Those of us privileged to have known her personally will miss the entertaining, life-enhancing, true and honest friend that blessed our lives. Lynda enjoyed a long and varied career as an actress, author and panellist.
I've been visiting stately homes, because you know I love being posh.
She toured the country with the show Calendar Girls.
You're going to need considerably bigger buns.
And appeared on Doctor Who and Strictly Come Dancing. Since her death, friends and colleagues have been paying tribute to her. Simon Pegg saying, Lynda Bellingham, a gorgeous, brassy, funny, generous, talented human being, my first TV mother figure and a treasured friend. Amanda Holden said, so devastated to hear the news about the beautiful Lynda Bellingham. And Linda Maxwell said, my darling friend Lynda passed away last night. She was an inspiration to me as a wife, mother and as an actress. R.I.P. beautiful lady. After stopping chemotherapy, Lynda wanted to spend one last Christmas with her family, and although sadly that didn't happen, her wish to be remembered for her honesty has certainly been fulfilled.